The responsibilities of an application architect hasn't really changed since 2017, but the industry has certainly changed in the era of AI, and we are almost halfway through 2016 as I record this. I would submit to you, my wonderful and enlightened audience, that every good professional software developer is an application architect. Of course, this philosophy has always been the case, but in the era of AI assisted software development, it rings true even more so. When a developer is using an AI tool like Claude Code or whichever model is your tool of choice, that human software developer is indeed orchestrating and architecting the work of the coding model, which is performing the work of front-end developers, back-end developers, database administrators, UX designers, to name but a few. Therefore, it is imperative that the human developer understands what the AI tool is bringing into the system and how it will affect the current system from all perspectives. Most importantly, the business. The human developer needs to understand the overall architecture from the micro as well as the macro perspectives. A few years ago, I made a few videos about the OODA loop in the context of software engineering. It is my thesis that the OODA loop now is more important than ever for software engineering in the era of AI. Let me give you a small but important example as it relates to the topic at hand. This has to do with situational awareness as a software engineer. A human developer was using Claude Code Opus 4.7 AI coding model in the Cursor IDE to create a feature for a backend Node.js system. During the process, Claude installed PDFJS npm package version 3.11.174. This version of this npm package has a known critical security vulnerability. Now, we're supposed to have guardrails for Claude Code, but somehow that fell through. This npm package made it through code review, all of the build pipelines, and all the way up to production until I personally saw it when I pulled down the repo. But fortunately, even though this package was in the production version of the package.json file, again, this is a Node.js server-side app, the package itself wasn't used anywhere in the code base. What happened was that during development, Claude installed that package, used it somewhere in the code base, and then it refactored the code to use something else, probably through interaction in the prompt with the human developer. But Claude did not remove this offending npm package when it refactored from the package.json file. And unfortunately, no one saw the diff in the package.json file during the code review process, and of course the various build processes in the various environments. Like I stated before, this is a situational awareness thing that could have been resolved if the human developer would have just looked at the get diff before they push up the code for review. Cyber attackers win by getting inside of the OODA loop of the system. And by the way, AI prompts are most definitely attack surfaces. Like and subscribe if you like what I have to say. Subscribing doesn't cost you anything. I'm a real human. I narrate my own videos. I don't show my face because, well, because I'm not a narcissist. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye for now.